My name is Father Chris Wadelton, pastor of St. Bartholomew Parish in Columbus, Indiana. I'll be reading and reflecting on the third station of the cross. Jesus is condemned by the Sanhedrin. When the day came, the council of elders of the people met, both chief priests and scribes, and they brought him before their Sanhedrin. They said, "If you are the Messiah, tell us." But he replied to them, "If I tell you, you will not believe, and if I question, you will not respond. But from this time on, the Son of Man will be seated at the right hand of the power of God." They asked him, "You are then the Son of God?" He replied to them, "You say that I am." Then they said, "What further need we have of testimony? We have heard it from his own mouth." I have a good friend who is Jewish. A few years ago, she became pregnant and she was excited, anticipating the birth of her first child. When she found out that her child was a boy, she made a comment to me one time, and she said she wondered if her child might be the Messiah. I had never really thought about that before, and so I asked her what she meant. She said that the people of the Jewish faith are still waiting for the Messiah, in which upon reflection I realized that that was so. So she said that anytime a woman is expecting the birth of a baby boy, there is this anticipation that perhaps her child may be the Messiah. I thought to myself, how would you know whether your child was the Messiah? And I thought to myself, and I didn't ask this question because I knew it wouldn't have been correct, but I thought, as Christians, we know when we accept Messiah came. We know the stories of Christ. Our Jewish brothers and sisters and ourselves share the same Jewish scriptures from the Old Testament. The prophets foretold the coming of Christ. John the Baptist announced when he came. At his baptism, the heavens opened and God said, "This is my beloved Son, listen to me." There are lots of stories, even in the healing of the demons, the driving out of the demons, where the demons recognized Christ. And they said, "We know who you are. You're the Son of Man." And they asked that Jesus leave them. And then Christ himself said that he was the Son of God, that he was the way, the truth, and the life. So how is it that we don't recognize Christ as Messiah? C.S. Lewis quipped that if a person said the kind of things that Jesus said, then he is either a lunatic or he truly is God, and that we have to make that decision. I wanted to ask my Jewish friend why they had not believed Christ was Messiah, but I guess I was afraid of her reaction. Not that she would be offended by the question, but that she may then ask back of me, if you know who Christ is, then why don't you act more like a Christian? Jesus said to the Sanhedrin, "If I tell you who I am, that I am the Messiah, you will not believe me." As I meditate on the third station of the cross, I ask myself, do I stand in judgment against the Sanhedrin as being hard-hearted and unbelieving in the Messiah, who is standing right before them? Or am I standing with the Sanhedrin, with a hardened heart, doubting that Christ is who he says he is? If I were present at Jesus' condemnation, would I believe that Jesus is who he says he is, the Good Shepherd, the Son of God, the Prince of Peace, the Messiah? When someone stands before me, here at the church or in public, particularly somebody that maybe I don't agree with, or somebody that is of another political party or a faith tradition, somebody who I've had struggles with in the past, do I see Christ in them? Or am I willing to condemn them as the Sanhedrin condemned Christ? What further testimony do we need to completely believe in who Christ said he is? What strength do we need to soften our hearts and to be completely the Christians that we say that we are?